This is Cheyenne Valentine, back today again with a new episode. Today's episode, I want to talk about some black men's obsession with light-skinned women and other races of women. When I say other races of women, any other race of women that's light. Because you might have a woman who might be, let's say, Indian, and some Indians are brown. Some of them are dark brown skin, like some black Americans or black people, however you want to say it. So I don't see a lot of black men trying to get with Indian women per se. Not at all. I usually hear them, mentioning white women or Hispanic women, just lighter skinned women. I was going to talk about this subject in a more organized manner, and it's going to be under the subject of colorism. And I was going to talk about how I feel that dark brown skinned black women, to me, are not put on the pedestal the way they should be in the black community. I feel like lighter skinned black women are, how can I say this, made to seem like they are better. Now it has branched. Well, to me, back in the day, actually, lighter skinned black women were put on a pedestal, by black men. But what has happened is now, they're not good enough. So now it went from lighter skinned black women to now biracial women, and now just full blown white women or Hispanic women or Asian women. That's just my opinion. And I'm not even gonna say that's my opinion. It's obvious. Okay, let's not pretend. Okay, of course, black people are marrying black people. Black men and black women are marrying each other. When they do get married, they're in relationships with each other, having kids with each other. So ultimately, black people are together. But at the same time, it is colorism within the community, and I have seen that dark brown skinned black women, in my opinion, are not put on a pedestal and treated the way they should be. And in my opinion, dark brown skinned black women are the epitome of black beauty. And why I say that is because when you hear white people talk, they always talk about whites who have blonde hair and green eyes, and how they are okay, put it like this: when you think of a white woman, an epitome of white beauty, white people put up, the tall, thin, blonde, green-eyed, or blue-eyed white woman as the image of what represents white beauty. So to be a white woman, to have blonde hair, green or blue eyes, and have, be tall and thin, that, that's the epitome, they use that as an image to represent white women. And that's how you're supposed to look as a white woman. So the whitest of the white, you can have some white women who have a little bit darker, who maybe have brown hair or dark eyes. No, it's the blonde hair, green eye, blue eyed women who are put on the pedestal in the white culture. Perfectly fine. So in the black culture, I would assume that the darker skinned black women will be the ones who represent black beauty, who represent black women as a whole. When you think of a black woman, you should be thinking of a dark skinned woman, a dark brown skinned woman with, in my opinion, a wide nose, big lips, curly tight hair, dark eyes, a curvy body. And when I say curvy, not fat, I'm saying a fit, tone, curvy body. And when I say curvy, I mean more so a thin curve, like slim thick, if you want to call it. It don't have to even be thick, just a curvy body, but a nice shape, a nice thin tone. You can be thin and curvy at the same time. Okay, so that is what the image of a black woman should be. But it seems like when I look at commercials and different things of that nature, they always have like a biracial woman as the face of the black woman, and I'm just like, what the fuck? So let me get to the point. Some black men's obsession with light-skinned women. I'm gonna talk about a couple situations that I have just encountered, seen, and whatnot. What made me want to talk about this and jump on camera is I was listening to Angry Man's channel. He makes some pretty good videos. He talks about different things, but he definitely talks about black women, but he talks about different things in the black community. So he was talking about, having your own business, which, I'm really big about that. I want my own business. And he was talking about having a vision board. And he said, basically, if your vision is to have a really nice car, get a magazine, cut out a really nice car and put it make a board out of it or put it on, put it in your car, wherever you will, or if you have an office, if you work at an office or have a desk job, put it, maybe make it your screensaver at your computer, or put it someplace where you're looking at all day. So he told the men, he said, let's just say you want a really hot chick. He said, let's say you want a woman that looks like Rosario Dawson or Paula Patton. He said, if you want a woman to look like Rosario Dawson or Paula Patton, cut out pictures of those women and, put them up on your vision board. Now, the reason why it made me want to jump on camera was that him as a black man, you would think he would name somebody else. You would think he would have named an all black woman. Rosario Dawson, isn't she either biracial or some type of Hispanic? And Paula Patton, she's biracial. Okay, so I've just noticed with some black men, a lot of them, maybe not, I'm not going to say all of them, I'm not going to say that, but it's a significant amount of them that they just have this strong desire for women who are lighter. Like, they don't want a woman with the same complexion as them a lot of times. I don't know why. I don't know if they don't like their own complexion or they just have some type of issue. I think part of the reasons is, when we look on TV, they always find attractive white women and promoting them when the average white woman doesn't even look like the women they show on TV at all. And they, how society is, men always want to be with a woman that's considered beautiful by society standards. So he want to be with what is considered beauty, and the woman wants to look like what is considered beautiful. So whatever society has established as beauty, the woman's psychology work is, we want to look like that. So if they keep promoting and showing white women, attractive white women with straight blonde hair and green eyes and thin noses and thin lips, what's going to happen is, as black women, some of us might subconsciously say, okay, this is what beauty, they said this is what beauty is. So I'm going to, I'm going to wear my hair blonde. I'm going to wear my hair straight. I want to get me a nose job. I want to get contacts. I used to wear my hair straight. I used to want a nose job, and I also wanted contacts. Okay, I actually tried to get contacts. I wanted to get some gray ones, and I remember I couldn't even put them in my eyes because my eyes are really sensitive. So yeah, that end up, so it's a psychological torture. So I'm thinking that's part of that. I know that's definitely, I think, part of the reason why some black men have this preference and this fetish for lighter skinned women. They don't want women with the same complexion as them. So let me talk about a couple situations that I have heard about. So my boyfriend, where he his old job, this one guy, black guy, maybe brown skin or whatever. Well, we're all brown, but whatever. So his ex-wife is white, and who cares? So then he mentioned too, it was another white lady that worked there who was attractive. He liked her. It was another white woman that worked there. She had like red hair, my boyfriend said. He liked her. He also was telling my boyfriend about how he was talking to a lady, or he was interested in this woman who was black, and she's mixed with Puerto Rican. And that's my boyfriend. I said, so he got a preference of women outside of his race, or lighter skinned women? He said, yeah. I said, well, but I'm like, I'm thinking he's purposely going after these women because, it's one thing if you say this is what I just end up liking, but it's another thing when you tell somebody about a woman and the first thing you talk about is her race. You say she's mixed with Puerto Rican. Who gives a fuck? Does she look good? Like, or do you like her? Like, why is it, when my boyfriend told me that he almost said it like, okay, she's black and mixed with Puerto Rican, as if she looks good. Because she's biracial and she got another race mixed in her, you automatically, she looks good, which is a fucking lie. Just because someone's biracial does not mean they look good. And particularly with blacks, some blacks want to be, mixed with another race. Like they make it seem like they make it seem with blacks, if you're attractive, that you might you just have to be mixed with something else. That's how they make us feel, like we can't be attractive just being all black. We have to have another race mixed in with us because we just look like shit. Come on now. Black people are beautiful, okay? I don't know what fucking planet they're coming from. So his job, was giving out free tickets to see the Lakers play and where we stay at. So I went. I saw this guy in person. Now the reason I'm bringing this up is because this guy said to my boyfriend, he said, "Are you bringing your girlfriend?" He said, "Yeah." He said, "Well, yeah, okay. Well, I'm gonna see what she looked like," making it seem like he was gonna critique my looks. So when he saw me and seen I was attractive, he didn't really have nothing to say. He didn't even want to speak to me, everybody. My boyfriend kept calling his name and saying, "This is my girlfriend." He kind of like looked at me like, "Why are you introducing her to me?" Why? Because I'm an attractive black woman and you think we're all ugly? When you're black too. Mind you, this dude is overweight. The back of his neck looks like a stack of a stack of pancakes, excuse me, that you want to pour some syrup on. I mean, he looks disgusting. He's one of those dudes that want a woman out of his league. All the women that he liked they were out of his race, but they happen to be attractive, in shape, and he's the exact fucking opposite. So he don't want none that look like him, basically. So that's one incident. I've had so many incidents where, it's so many, where I literally, years ago, before I was in this relationship, this was a long time ago, and I didn't have a boyfriend. I had a friend I was really close to, and she, tried to kind of hook me up with her uncle. Her uncle and her wasn't too far away in age, and he got on the phone with me. We were just, he's asking me what I look like, and I consider myself caramel complected. I do not consider myself light skinned. I consider myself caramel complected. Okay, I just want to make that clear. And so he was saying how he like light skinned girls. So I guess that was supposed to impress me, but like I said, it didn't, because I don't consider myself light skinned. So when a black man tells me he like light skinned girls, I'm assuming he doesn't like me. So I'm like, okay, you like light skinned women. Why are you telling me this? So he said he like light skinned women and he like Puerto Rican women. Or he said Hispanic women. I'm gonna repeat this again. This black man gets on the phone with me and says that his preference is light skinned black women and Hispanic women, and that's supposed to impress me. And mind you, he was considered, what you would consider dark skin, dark brown skin. And I never understood why you don't want a woman your own fucking complexion. Like, I'm confused. Do you not like your complexion? Do you not want to procreate and have a child that looks like you? Why do you? And then I never understood with some black men why you would tell a black woman that you prefer another race of woman. She's supposed to be impressed. She don't want to fucking hear that. She want to hear that I would rather I consider myself caramel complected, but I would rather he have said he liked dark chocolate, dark brown black women, other than saying he liked light skinned black women and Puerto Rican women. Light skinned black women and Hispanic women. So he basically wanted as light as it can get. Well, light skinned black woman is not as light as it can get, but he was gradually getting lighter. Next, he was gonna like white women. You see what I'm saying? It's getting gradual. They're going up a notch. And I don't know, what's that guy named Lance Cross, or whatever the hell his name was, and that photo he had, a Christmas photo with him and his other friends who all looked like dark brown skin. The women they were with was quite light. They looked biracial or just full blown another race, and it was a dark skin kind of heavier dark skinned black woman. Excuse me, I sneezed. Sorry. Sitting on the sidelines. Wow, keep sneezing. And so people were mad about the photo, and I was kind of upset about it too. And I just was confused because Lance Cross, he's kind of attractive, and I'm just like, this is kind of odd. Why are the dark skinned black men, and even if they're not dark skinned, but particularly the dark skinned black men, particularly lighter skinned women, and now it's just all the black guy, a lot of the black men, regardless of complexion, now seem to have this obsession with lighter skinned women, whether they're a very light skinned black woman, a Hispanic woman, and definitely white women, Asian women. Like, they have a fucking obsession with them. And I've been trying to figure this out, but I'm tired of them denying it. Okay, and like I said with Angry Man, of all the women you could have named, you named two women who was basically biracial. Like that, saying he was saying for black men, if you want to fantasize, if you want to visualize and manifest a really hot chick, Paula Patton, Rosario Dawson, cut out pictures of them and keep looking at it or whatever. Like, why did you name those two women? These women, let me tell you, some biracial women to me are not black. They're in a race of their own. They're biracial. So those two women are not even black. And what pisses me off, I'm going to tell you something about when black people put biracial people in the same category as their own, as black. So when black people say biracial people are black, I take offense to that, because black people are so quick to claim biracial people and put them on a pedestal. But if this biracial person is mixed with black and white, the white side is not putting them on a pedestal. They're not gawking over them like that. I don't care how, let's say this biracial person could be attractive. The white side, the white community doesn't look at them as white, for one, and they don't accept them as white. They look at them as black for some odd reason when they're clearly not black, and they do not put their beauty on a pedestal. Blacks put biracial people's beauty on a pedestal all day, every day. Okay. I've had situations where I remember back in the day, I used to wear my hair straight, but I had crinkled it. Well, this my hair, how I wore my hair probably had nothing to do with it. But I remember walking down the street, a guy tried to talk to me. This is when I was younger, living in Chicago, and he was a dark-skinned black male. Came up to me, whatever. We got on the phone. He said, "Are you biracial?" And then you clearly look at me and tell him I'm not. And I'm like, what the hell? I was like, I said, I'm not going to tell you. Why you want to know? You know, joking around. I said, why would you think that? He said, your complexion. Which, like I said, I'm just caramel. I'm caramel. To me, I'm caramel complected. So I don't know what he means, my complexion. I'm not pale. I'm not really light. So I don't know what he was talking about. So I said, oh, okay. So I left it alone. He called me back maybe the next day or a week later. He said, how are you doing? And he got right to it. He said, so, are you biracial? And I was like, nah, boy, I'm not biracial. I said, both of my parents are black. He said, oh, okay, no problem. Do y'all know he never called me back again? Mind you, he was dark chocolate. I feel like he did not call me back again because he thought, or he wanted a biracial woman. And if he came up to me, he must have liked how I looked, right? So my looks wasn't a problem. It's the fact that for him, psychologically, he wanted to say he was with a biracial woman. See, for some black men, they just like saying they're with a woman outside their race or who's mixed. It makes them feel good about themselves. I have noticed that. Okay, I remember in Chicago. Yeah, when I was in Chicago, I was at a restaurant, and I heard some black men talking, and one of the black men, he was like, you remember the lady I was with, who the Puerto Rican girl I was with, or he either said the mixed girl I was with, who was mixed with Puerto Rican, or no, he said, you remember the girl I was with who looked Puerto Rican? All excited. It was like, yeah, and like, oh my God, like, it's so many cases I could talk about in this video of just situations with different black men, this complexion thing. I think it was another situation. Let me think. Prime example. I was working at this warehouse, and this one guy, this was years ago when I first moved to the city I'm at now, and this one guy, he said he was dark brown skin, dark chocolate, however you want to say it, and he said he didn't like dark skinned black women. I said, why not? He said because people, his friends and stuff, would make fun of his complexion, so therefore he did not want a dark-skinned black woman. And I said, you know what? I'm going to hook you up with a dark-skinned black woman. You're going to love her. I said, that's who you need to be with. And he gave me the weirdest look, everybody. I guess he was trying to come on to me, or was considering coming on to me. That wasn't going to work, sir. Because, see, you don't love yourself. And I remember when he made that comment about the making fun of his complexion, and I remember like a week later, one of the dudes who was, I guess, like caramel complected, was joking around with him and calling him midnighter, making fun of his complexion. I could see the look on his face. He didn't. So I'm gonna put it like this, everybody. I think a lot of black men have an obsession with lighter skinned women because they don't like their own complexion. Now let me tell you something. This not goes for every black man. Trust me, this does not. But you might think, well, if the black man is caramel complected or he's light skinned, he still prefers lighter skinned women. It's a psychological thing. Any color. When you look on TV, you're seeing these people who are white, who have no color, and they're telling you that's beautiful. Even if you have any little bit of color on you, you're going to still subconsciously feel like you're not good enough and that you don't even want kids that look like you. I'm telling you, I remember the dude Tony Sotomayor was saying that, he stopped liking dark-skinned women allegedly because it was a dark-skinned girl in school he really liked that was the same complexion as him, and him and the girl went in the closet with the light off, and they were saying only thing you're gonna be able to see in there is their teeth and their eyes, the white of their eyes, and the white of their teeth, joking around about their complexion. And he said because of that he didn't even want to talk to the girl no more. So with men, no matter how dark chocolate they are or how insecure they might be about their complexion, or even if they're caramel skin or light skin, they they project their insecurities onto the women that they date. So it doesn't matter if their complexion isn't considered, the complexion you should have. Long as they're with a woman who is looked at as the standard of beauty, they're cool with that. So with a lot of men, they don't have to be the standard of beauty. Okay, they just want to be with the woman who's the standard of beauty, so they can feel good about themselves and show her around and say, look what I got. And now I'm somebody. I got, now you can be envious of me. I got me a white woman. I got me a mixed girl. I got me a really high yellow black woman. Like, it's a psychological thing. And a lot of black men, to me, I don't know if I'm going to say a lot, but it's a significant amount who has a obsession with lighter skinned women. And to think that, just to say this woman is better just because of her complexion, like, where do you get that shit from? I have always said, I'm going to continue to say that the darker skinned black women of the community should be the ones to be the face of black women. The ones, like I said, dark brown skin with a wide nose, big lips, curly tight hair, dark eyes, like I said, slim, curvy built. Those should be the ones that should be the image of black beauty. Not the lighter skinned black women or the ones who look biracial. Why would they be the face of black beauty? They're not even, the biracial women are not even fucking black. Now, this is the problem I have. So when you, like I said, I have many problems with this, but with the commercials, I've noticed that you can clearly see they'll have a biracial man or woman playing a black person, right? But then they would never have a biracial person playing a white person, right? Why is that? They feel they have more Negroid features because there's a car went past. They feel they have more Negroid features because why? Because they have curly hair and have a little bit of brown to their skin. No, they're still not fucking black. And who they are is beautiful. Who we are is beautiful. And who white people are is beautiful. We all in 3 different fucking categories. They should. And so, I just don't understand with blacks how they take a biracial person and say that they represent us, but we don't really look like them. But then, whites, they say, no, you're biracial. Like, this one drop rule has damaged the black community. I heard about the one drop rule back in the day with the slaves. Basically said if you had 1 drop of black blood and you were black, and that was to keep the white race pure. And they have succeeded in that, because to be considered white now, you have to be all white. To be considered black, you could look damn. Like, I'm gonna give you a prime example. Nick Cannon, when he was with Mariah Carey, I think she had gotten into it with Eminem, and he said, I want you all to remember that Mariah Carey is still a black woman. No, she's not. Okay, if y'all want to go back, since they want to take a biracial person and call them black when they have, like, brown skin, well then, okay, fine, let's play that game. Mariah Carey, she looks almost done completely white to me, okay, with a slight tan. I mean a slight one. She looks, especially now she wears her hair flat iron and blonde. When she first came out, she has curly hair. I think her hair is brown naturally. She dyed it blonde, flat iron. This woman looks all the way fucking white. So don't say she's a fucking black woman. She's a biracial woman who looks way more white than black. It's like anybody can claim fucking black. And that's fucking up our race, because that's not giving us any pride. You know what I'm saying? At all. I mean, if you call a biracial person biracial, not call them black, you'll get stoned to death in the black community. If you tell a person you're not black, and if they're calm or lighter, and say, well, you're not black, I don't really consider you black, I consider dark chocolate skin black, and that represents black people, you'll be like, okay, how could you eliminate this person, and you're discriminating. So, we can't distinguish anything in our fucking community, but whites, they have distinguished. And look, if you're not all white, then you gotta go. Like Paula Patton. They're not going to accept her as a white woman. They won't even accept her as a biracial woman. She's considered a black woman. And that's fucked up, because she's not fucking black. I remember she went on Chelsea Lately show, and Chelsea Lately was saying, you look like one of those Hawaiian women. And she said, no, I'm black, just all black. And she was saying once her and Robin Thicke had their son, which the son came out with blonde hair, he looks all white. She was saying, some of the blackness is going to come out. Paula Patton has insecurities, okay, because let me tell you something, she has insecurities about her blackness or her black side. And it's like somebody let her know a long time ago, early on in her life, that you're a Negro, or you're considered a Negro, and that you ever fucking forget it. Because she kept bringing it up, and she was like, no, I'm black. Nope, just black. Like being black was a bad thing, or no, you're not black. The white woman is sitting there telling you, you don't look black. You look Hawaiian. She does not look like a black woman, and that's perfectly fine. So why is she throwing a black category? A lot of times she's playing in black movies, but I think in a couple of the movies she played, you know, a biracial woman, which is, you know, that's what she is. She's biracial. But like I said, I think black men have an obsession with light skinned black women and light skinned women, period. Particularly white women. Oh, they have a huge, oh my God, they love their dirty draws. I have encountered things with the colorism. Right now I can't remember some of them, but like that one incident with the dude didn't want to talk to me anymore because I wasn't biracial. You know, I've had black men, yeah. They have a color complex. Yeah, I remember this one dude told me that his cousin one dated a woman who was darker than him. So, you know, just stupid shit, just real stupid shit. And that Lance Cross photo, if that's his name, you know, that was just ridiculous. You know, why can they not seem to find a dark-skinned beautiful woman? And there's many of them out here. These dark-skinned black men, particularly dark-skinned black men to me, or black men period, they seem like they cannot find a dark chocolate beautiful sister. Like they act like they can't find it. And what I don't think they be looking for. I think they be purposely looking for attractive women of other races or lighter skinned attractive women. Because it's attractive women of all shades and tones and races. So instead of going for the dark skinned chocolate ones, they're going for the light skinned black, the real light skinned black ones, the Hispanic ones, and definitely the white ones, especially when they get some money. But like this dude that worked with my used to work with my boyfriend, he had no fucking money, and like I said, he seemed to prefer women outside of his race. So, you know, I'm gonna do a part 2 to this and probably a 3 and a 4. But some black men do have an obsession with light skinned women, white women, Hispanic women. They just, I don't know what it is. Like I don't know. I mean, my boyfriend even admitted that some black men are colorists and do have a, you know, and this is why I told him what he said pissed him off was with the when some of the black men get money, they tend to want to be with white women and women outside their race. And I said to my boyfriend, I said, you know what trips me out is when they didn't have any money and they was living in the hood, black women were the ones that was giving them vagina. And it was all good then. But now you got some money, now black women aren't good enough. But it was okay back in the day when black women were giving you vagina. You was perfectly content with that. Especially if you got you a nice looking black woman, you was cool with it. But once you got some money, based upon society and you trying to get the woman that is considered the standard of beauty, dummy, white people run the shit. White people run the media. So of course they're gonna put their people, I don't want to call them stupid, but we all been brainwashed as black people, looking at the media and seeing who they have propped up as a standard of beauty. And so we need to deprogram ourselves and understand that we are our own standard of beauty. We're beautiful, and that black women, you're beautiful the way that you are. You don't need to look like a white woman to be beautiful. And black men, you don't need to be with a white woman to have something beautiful on your arm.